the Steam Deck. Yeah. Yeah, well, you've got good use out of that Steam Deck.
I totally have. I just expected
You
the Steam
could
Deck.
justify upgrading if they come out with a newer version that is OLED, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just expected the Steam Deck 2 to have come out already.
Oh, no,
or,
no.
like, been on the horizon.
Yeah, it probably will be eventually. But yeah, it seems rare these days when they announce a new game console and it's like, yeah, it's completely backwards compatible, even with the media that we're using with it. So, it's almost like, oh, I should hold off and just take advantage of the fact of this rare situation where I can actually appreciate and use all of the previous generation's games.
So, I have a question for you.
For me?
Yes.
Okay.
They came out with, like, the PlayStation 5. Or I guess this applies to both the PS4 and the PS5. Like, they came out with the PS4 and the PS5. And the PS4 played PS4 games. Mm-hmm. And the PS5 played PS5 games. Mm-hmm. And then they came out with a PS4 Pro and a PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
And those played the exact same games.
Yes.
But it had...
It's not another generation, though.
It's not another generation. But it had better hardware in it. So some of the fidelity of, like, textures and stuff would have better render distance. Or the frame rate of the games could be better. Or you could do 4K resolution instead of 1080p.
Uh-huh.
But the software you're running... It's just a PS4 game on the PS4 Pro or a PS5 game on the PS5 Pro.
Right.
I have heard a bunch of people say they will be super disappointed if playing a Switch game on the Switch 2 doesn't somehow improve the quality of the game.
You mean for original Switch games?
Yeah, if you play Twilight Princess, which had frame rate issues on the Switch 1, the Switch 1 kind of melts during certain intense combat in Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
They're expecting either the frame rate to be better or the visual fidelity to be improved or something that some of the PlayStation games did is they literally put out patches where it was like, we know everybody's playing The Last of Us Part 2, so we actually wrote code into the game to take advantage of the fact that there's better processor and RAM in this.
Yeah.
And people aren't really holding their breath for that too much from Nintendo. But people are still expecting, you're running the original catalog software, are you going to be doing it better?
Well, I think if you're expecting that, you're going to be disappointed. I mean, it would be a nice to have, but we don't know, I don't think, the details of the internals of the Switch 2 yet. So depending on what it is they use and how they're going to, I guess emulate is the wrong word, because I think it's recent enough hardware that they wouldn't have to do any kind of emulation for the original Switch. But whatever they do to make sure that the experience of running an original Switch game is as close to what it should be as possible, I doubt they're going to, do full-on performance of the Switch 2 when you're playing an original Switch game.
Yeah. I don't think people are expecting that. They're just expecting some improvement. Like some of the later Pokemon games really showed, apparently.
Maybe. It depends.
But,
we don't really know enough details yet to know either way, but my